what I was saying is that these giant forces, these giant supermarkets, they are using Christian morality and probably the morality of other religious faiths as well to make money, and to make as much money as possible in ways which are destroying the basis of that morality. In England, we have lost nearly 80,000 small shops, many of them in the same family hands for generations. They've been wiped out. They're no longer on the main street. You are 30 or 40 years behind this development, but watch out, it will happen here. In its place, we have got these giant supermarkets, and instead of going round talking to your neighbour, chatting with your neighbour, who may also be the shopkeeper, how are you, Mrs. Brown? How's your husband's rheumatism? Has your son passed his examinations? No, I thought not, and so on and so on. You now go in a car to a remote warehouse, and you've got the fruits of the earth on display for you, and you collect it all in a basket. You give your money to somebody who's underpaid by the hour at the door, who has never seen you before and doesn't give a damn if they ever see you again. And that's the end. That's the end of one of the vital factors of social community life, buying and selling among your neighbours. Okay? And the degree of social impoverishment involved in that revolution is incalculable. What sort of world are your children entering when instead of being able to talk to their neighbours, they've simply got advertising shrieking at them morning, noon and night to buy this, buy that, buy the other. And most of the stuff they're being urged to buy is not only needless, useless, but dangerous. When you kill communities, when you destroy communities, you are destroying the blood cells of civilization. You are destroying the immune system of the body politic. You are making the body politic subject to every conceivable kind of social and moral disease that you can imagine. This is the modern world. This is where we are. And it does seem to me that if anybody has a moral and radical concern to change things and to adopt a responsible citizen role in this context, they ought to be thinking, A, how do we recreate community? B, how do we take control of technology? And C, how do we take control of money?